Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are ready to start?
Welcome back to another edition of the Letterman Jacket Podcast. Apologies for the hiatus, but there's no better time than the present to get right back into things. So what we want to do is we want to go and talk about each team's situation, particularly with their draft picks and their offseason additions. So we're going to start obviously at the top with the Cleveland Browns. With them making the number one overall pick, they went ahead and picked Baker Mayfield, which was a surprise to a lot of people, especially us. We thought Josh Allen was kind of a perfect fit for them, but clearly they did not. Baker Mayfield going number one overall shocked everybody, I think, and made a lot of teams in that top 10 happy that would kind of shake everything out and, have things fall their way. That's their guy, clearly. They've also added Tyrod Taylor and Drew Stanton to that quarterback room as well. I don't think anybody knows at this point whether Tyrod's going to be the starter or whether Baker's going to be the starter. But, I think Tyrod Taylor should clearly be the starter there. A veteran who's put up great numbers year in and year out for as the past 5 years or so. But I don't know if Baker's really got it to make it, but clearly the Browns do. But this is also a good change for them just by bringing in those two veteran guys. Pat pointed out to me that the average age of their quarterback room last year was like in the early 20s, which is not great. If every single quarterback you have from Cody Kessler, Kevin Hogan, Deshaun Kaiser, if they're all like 22 years old, then who can they turn to for some leadership and some guidance that outside the coaching staff? And quite frankly, I think the Browns are in a similar position to the Jets where they're going to have to go ahead and really take a look at their coaching staff and see if they believe that they can develop their players to the best of their ability, especially on the quarterback side of the ball. Deshaun Kaiser, had some measurables in terms of talent, and he was able to make some good plays, but a lot of bad ones as well. Clearly, that's why they're not going forward with him. But Tyrod Taylor should be able to help run that offense in a very fast-paced way, like the coaching staff has said that they wanted to do. They also brought in Carlos Hyde to replace Isaiah Crowell, which is really an upgrade. Considering just the age factor and the productivity level at this point. They made a huge trade for Jarvis Landry. So their receiving core is now Jarvis Landry, Josh Gordon, and Corey Coleman, which is just crazy. That's stacked. They're all guys that can fly, guys that can jump, guys that can make great catches. They're really, with the combination of a mobile guy like Tyrod Taylor, even Baker Mayfield's very mobile. That combination, they're going to be able to spread it out. They're going to be able to sling it around. They're going to be able to run it quick and up tempo. So I think the coaching staff is very happy about all of that. This is, a point of something that I'd want to look at is their offensive line with the departure of Joe Thomas. Joe Thomas' productivity was not really declining despite all the injuries and the age that he had. And they do have some good offensive linemen still there. I mean, they still have Spencer Drango. They still have Joel Bitonio, J.C. Treader. They went ahead and drafted Austin Corbett out of Nevada, the guard, with the 33rd overall pick. So they must clearly believe in him. But when I read off those names, I see a lot of interior linemen, and I don't see a lot of, tackles, which, having great guards and centers is great, but, left tackle is the money position in sports, and, right tackle is a very important position as well. So I don't know if they have the guys on the outside of that offensive line to help make that work. But, they're really set up to really take a big step forward. Please, if you're a Cleveland Browns fan out there, please let us know what you think. They also took Denzel Ward with the 4th overall pick. Pat wasn't enamored with that pick. He's got measurables. He's got size. He's got a lot of great tape. He was able to get on the field when Marshawn Lattimore and other people were still there. That he's got a lot of talent. He's got great work ethic. He's got great film. But they might have been able to take some other guys at 4 that might be a more immediate need for them. I think they're still trying to replace Joe Hayden because that's just something that they're pursuing, and when they let Joe Hayden leave and that whole mess went down, that that was something that they haven't still recovered from. on the back end of their secondary. Obviously, Jabril Peppers is back there, and they've got some safeties. They've got um, obviously. Not only did Joe Hayden leave, a couple years ago, but Jamar Taylor actually left this offseason as well. So, cornerback was a position of need for them. So they've, addressed some good things in the draft. They've been, drafting pretty well these last couple of years. Obviously, David Njoku is really, a key part of that offense as well, going, into this season where they're, they've said they want to be faster. They've said they want to, kind of spread things out and be a little bit quicker. So, let us know what you think. If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, please let us know what you think. I've always been empathetic towards the Browns. They, kind of remind me of life where, you try a bunch of different things, they don't always work, and you face a lot of adversity. So, let us know what you think, and please like, comment, subscribe. We're going to continue to try to go over each team's situation. And, thank you very much, and take care, all.